This is Audi A1 hatchback full review. Performance. The A1 is available with 4 engines, a 1.0 and two 1.4-liter petrol, plus a 1.6-liter diesel. A decidedly more powerful 2.0-liter petrol motor is exclusive to the S1. The 1.0 makes for a very decent runaround, although either 1.4 is better suited to motorway journeys. The diesel is keen enough and a popular choice, but it makes for a noisier companion. Ride and handling. There are 3 trim levels, each one bringing firmer suspension and bigger wheels as you step up the range. Even the standard car is firmish, and probably recommended over the edgier Sport and S-line models. Whichever suspension you choose, the A1 is a decent prospect to drive, and while the steering isn't up to much, there's more than enough grip to complement the car's small size. Refinement. The 1.0 petrol reveals a raspy voice when revved hard, and the 1.6 diesel is gruff almost from idle, but the A1 does a fine job of keeping the worst of each in check. It's a similar story with road and suspension noise, which is noticeable but still pretty good for a super mini. The S1's exhaust note is more gravelly, which is as it should be. Buying and owning. The price of the entry-level car is attractive, and although the prices increase steeply as you progress up the range, resale values are among the best in the class. This is an extremely desirable little car. Efficient engines help towards excellent economy and CO2 emission figures, which keep running costs low. Quality and reliability. This might be the smallest, cheapest Audi, but it's far from a poor relation. There are squishy plastics in all the right areas, and the more rugged, durable stuff is kept largely out of sight. Even the switches and buttons look and feel expensive. Safety and security. The A1 gets 6 airbags as standard, which helped contribute to its 5-star Euro NCAP crash test rating, where it scored above average marks by class standards for adult protection. Disappointingly, you don't get a tire pressure monitoring system as standard. However, you do get an alarm, which partly explains why the A1 fared well in Thatcham's security tests. Behind the wheel. Firm, supportive seats, lots of adjustment and an orderly dashboard with big, clear instruments. Yes, this is a pure Audi. The windows aren't very deep, but there's still plenty of glass area giving a good view out. A central control unit and screen give access to many of the car's functions, and it's easy to get used to. Space and practicality. 3 out of 5 stars review. Cabin. This isn't the A1's forte. While there's plenty of space up front and the boot is a decent size and shape, the rear seats are best for children due to the dramatically sloping roofline. Equipment. The trim choice is simple enough, SE, Sport, and S-line being the Audi norm. Alloys and aircon are provided at the entry level, but we'd recommend you buy the Sport, which adds Bluetooth and sports seats. Firmer suspension is also a feature, although switching to the softer SE setup is a no-cost option, and an adaptive system is also available at extra cost. It's standard if you opt for the S1.